Well, it's not a good place for us, but maybe it's a good place for the universe. Maybe
Do you invest in Bitcoin?
For life.
Do you invest in Bitcoin?
I've got some Bitcoin.
Okay. So
I think, but that's not what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I don't understand that whole world of crypto because there's so many of them now. Bitcoin, at least to me, was sort of semi-tangible.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there's this thing. There's a limited amount of them. This guy who made it is like this mysterious fellow, Satoshi Nakamoto, right? That's his name?
Nakamoto.
Right. Satoshi Nakamoto. Nobody knows who he is.
Right.
It's wild. It's all the speculation. But he developed this currency, this cryptocurrency, and it's basically, that's the king of cryptos. Wouldn't you say Bitcoin is the king?
Oh, I mean, yeah, sure.
The most popular. I think of Bitcoin the same way I think about the early internet. I think they didn't see it coming, and now it's a viable form of currency. You can actually buy things with it, and I think the government is freaking out. I think what they're going to try to do is they tried to do some shit with the internet during the Obama administration where they were going to try to censor the internet, and it fell apart because people were furious in the uproar, and they thought the political repercussions of it were not worth it. Like the juice wasn't worth the squeeze, so they backed off of it. But I feel that there's going to come a time where some government, whether it's the United States or another government, might try it first. They're going to try to implement. I know they already do it in China, but they're going to try to implement a digital currency, a centralized digital currency that they can control.
Yeah.
What's scary about that is they could say, Khalil, we've looked at your behavior online, and you have some marks against you, and so you're not going to be able to buy this. Creation of these
every 10 minutes,
and this constant creation will eventually not just level off, but one day stop.
Yes.
Now, what happens then?
It starts operating more like a precious metal. Once supply of a precious metal gets restricted, it increases in value.
Mm-hmm.
But the one difference is that a precious metal, you can only shave so thin, you can't cut it into smaller units, and it's difficult to transport and all of that. Whereas Bitcoin, you can divide it into 100 million subunits. So basically, instead of the money in your pocket losing value over time because the central government is diluting it, it's getting concentrated because more people want to use it than there's not enough around, so it gains value in your pocket. And that's a deflationary currency. It creates some interesting savings opportunities.
If Bitcoin becomes the only money worth anything, and then everybody's like, "Well, I don't have any of it." But your money's not worth shit. You got to get new money. You got to get money in Bitcoin.
That's what's going to happen.
And then there's only a certain amount of Bitcoin, right? Like the Bitcoin number is finite, right? So like maybe there's no Bitcoin for you.
Right.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That's what's going to happen.
That's what's going to